Hello class. In this example we're going to look at future value of annuities, and we're going to be able to compute them given the various pieces of information we have. So again, this is similar to number 3 on your homework assignment that's posted to Blackboard. Lev is going to deposit $5,000 a year in an annuity. He does that at the end of each year for all of 10 years. How much will he have at the end of the 10th year? And we're assuming a 6% interest in Part 3A. So I've gone ahead and typed in my information here, and I went ahead and put in present value of 0 because as of today there is nothing in that fund. The payment is at $5,000. Type is 0. So when we deal with annuities, we have to put a 0 or a 1 when it comes to type. An ordinary annuity has a payment at the end of the period. That is type 0. An annuity due is 1, and the payment is coming at the beginning of the year. We're going to do annuity dues in parts C and D on the next video. So let's continue with 3A and 3B on this one. And what we've got is all of our information is in, and I am going to do this again. Apparently I just done it, and so I need to redo it. But all we do is for future value, we go ahead and we go into Financial, go down to FV, get our nice pop-out box, and just point and click till we get everything plugged in. And remember, with the payment we put a negative in front of it, and that's because Excel works it like inflows and outflows. We're putting 5,000 in at the end of each year. What are we going to take out at the end? I can put in the PV as 0, or I can leave it blank, and the same with type. But I'm going to go ahead and plug them in, and there's our answer. So, future value of an annuity. Now what we're going to see is what happens if Lev, instead of just doing 5,000 at the end of the year, what if he could split that and do every 6 months and split it into 2,500 every 6 months? What I want to do is see how much of a difference is that going to make when it comes to the interest earned. So the number of periods in this case doubles. Now we're up to 20 periods, twice a year, 10 years. The rate is, I take the annual rate divided by 2, and so that is at 3%. The present value is still at 0. The payment, I cut it down to 2,500. The type is still 0. The payment comes at the end of every 6 months. And I'm going to go ahead and click on my recently used, find my future value, and point and click till I get everything loaded. I'm going to leave these 2 blanks this time because it really doesn't make a difference. And notice he does make a little bit more money. Would expect it to be higher. But now if your number came out to something like $140,000, then you've done something wrong. There's no way that just a little bit of a change of every 6 months would have done that. The reason I mention that is when I first did this problem myself, I went ahead and left the payment at $5,000. So 5,000 every 6 months instead of splitting into 2,500. So I made a mistake. I saw that answer and I said, wait, that doesn't make any sense. So I went ahead and looked it over and I said, okay, I see what I did wrong. So it's what I call the reasonableness test. And so it's one of those things that it helps you to understand time value of money, is if you look at this and say, does that even seem right? In this case, that helped me find one of my mistakes. All right, in our next video we're going to look at an annuity due, and we're going to pick up with Lev, and we're going to go to parts C and D on my sample assignment here.